All right. At the risk of sounding repetitive, one of the basics, we should not lose sight of, why to go for accreditation or certification. Yeah. So AFPI is committed to providing, or certifying high-quality primary care. Like Dr. Mohan said, how are we going to differentiate ourselves from other providers of all sorts who call themselves family physicians also. And this may help us not just in regulatory procedure, but also helping us in the branding of setting us apart. So I'm by no means a quality expert, but I have practiced in the clinic or a chain of clinics where quality was of a paramount importance. So I'll start by saying, medicine used to be simple, ineffective, and relatively safe. I don't know how many of the physicians here practiced in 60s or early 70s, or even, were able to access healthcare. I remember in late 70s, early 80s, healthcare being relatively safe. If you had fever, you waited for the family physician to arrive, or you waited to go to see family physician. Tried lots of things because there was not much really you could do. There were just a handful of antibiotics, but it was the touch of a family doctor. Now it is complex, effective, and potentially dangerous. Medicine is changing faster than we can adapt to it, and that's why it's very, very important to keep up with some quality standards. So we all talk about providing high quality healthcare, but what does a high quality healthcare really look like? So, as defined by Institute of Medicine, ideal healthcare should be safe, effective, patient-centered, timely, efficient, and equitable. Are we providing the right kind of medicine to right kind of patient? Are we providing, for example, an example of an unsafe healthcare would be prescribing antibiotic which the patient is allergic to. Is the healthcare we're providing effective or not? Today morning we had an excellent session by Dr. Jeffrey Liman on cancer screening. All these tests, that we boast, the modern day tests of genetic markers, tumor markers, that we can write or add on the patients with just a stroke of a pen. Are these really the most effective way of providing healthcare? The healthcare we are providing, is it truly patient-centered? Are we keeping the patient's well-being, patients' ideations about their health in the center of the health? Is it timely? Is it efficient? Is it equitable? These are the major problems that we run, quality-wise. Most of the healthcares that run into underuse of healthcare, overuse, which I see commonly in India, misuse of healthcare. We all have gone through it. Variation of healthcare, and of course the fragmentation. So we are moving, although we are talking about family medicine center, gone are the days where a family doctor could work in a silo. Even though I'm a solo family practitioner, I feel like a dinosaur, but we are moving to a stage where we will have to work in a system-wide fashion. We have to leverage the power of a group practice, and learning from each other. So I'll skip through some of these things. Quality basically is doing the right thing to the right people at the right time and doing things right the first time. And this is what we should strive for. Some of the factors that ensure good healthcare quality are making the most of best available research. One of the statistics I came across was every day about 25,000 articles are getting, every month about 25,000 RCTs are getting published. How many of us are able to keep up with all that evidence? I was pretty amazed that people were quoting, a September study on the osteoporosis talk. Many of us try to stay up to date, but it's just not humanly possible to stay up to date on each and everything. Availability of a complete health information to the doctor. Are we aware of patient's allergies, family history, treatment records at other facilities, and having some of the integrated systems, like robust electronic medical record, which is shared across facilities, will help with providing a more holistic care. Coordination of care among multiple doctors. Whether we like it or not, our patients do see multiple doctors. And having that information sharing is going to be of paramount importance. Providing a comprehensive continuous care, paying for quality instead of volume, and engaging patients in their care. Coming back to healthcare quality, unless we measure it, we can't manage it. One of the examples I would quote from, so the clinic that I worked in, they went for something called a NCQA, a kind of certification or accreditation. So there are various bodies, that are used in India and they're used in US, and most of them are offshoots of the hospital accreditations. While there are set processes in hospital accreditations for almost 5 decades now, the primary care, even in developed countries, is just emerging in last 2 decades or so. And Joint Commissioner International is has come up with standards for primary care clinics. NCQA is another organization, accreditation in ambulatory healthcare, and several other bodies, are providing. So there's no need to reinvent the wheel, but we can adapt to meet to Indian standards. So one of the things, the first time I heard of quality was during my residency. And I was very fascinated that we're actually going to figure out how we are doing. One of the projects, that we did during my practice in US was measuring how many percentage of patients with diabetes were getting ophthalmology eye exams, diabetic retinal exams. And we were pretty amazed to find the statistics. And once we had that, we were able to tie up, bring in grants for those particular areas, and help out the patients. So unless we measure it, we can't really improve that. So when we measure healthcare quality, we can either measure the processes, like I mentioned, annual diabetic eye exam, foot exam, timely vaccinations. We can measure the outcomes, the treatment that we are providing, are they effective or not? Is the pain control measures we are offering to our patients really effective? The patient experience, patient satisfaction survey, which is one of the most widely used tool I see in India. Most of the corporate hospitals are using it. Although they have a different intention, or the infrastructure of the clinic. So these are some of the things, that can talk about the healthcare quality. I'll skip this. Dr. Mohan has already talked about accreditation, so I will stop it right here, and hopefully, we can take some questions at the end and take this topic further.